Recently, I sat down with MSNBC anchor Brooke Williams, who lived in Elmira for a brief period of time. We took a trip down memory lane, and he spoke to me about some of his biggest influences.
Drive into the city of Elmira, and you can't miss it, a welcome sign that shows some of Elmira's most famous people. On that sign, host of MSNBC's 11th Hour, Brooke Williams.
And good evening once again from our NBC News headquarters here in New York. Day 7:35 of the Trump administration. At the conclusion of this hour, it will be day 35 of the longest ever government shutdown.
Good old small town Elmira. Tell me how your family ended up there.
I was born in New Jersey. My father took a new job with a company we were told was called Corning Glass, and we couldn't imagine this vast place where they made plates and glassware. I was about a year old. We moved to Elmira from New Jersey, spent 8.5 years there, loved every second.
Williams went to Hendy Ave Elementary. He lived about a mile away, right here at 927 West Church Street, a one-story house that all these years later still feels like home.
You were able to visit your home that you lived in when you were there. Tell me about what that experience was like walking through those doors.
Strange for the homeowners who wondered what this strange man and his wife were doing in their living room, but every inch of that house is in memory now. Your childhood home is your childhood home.
But not all memories of the news anchor's time in Elmira are fond ones.
The flooding that happened right after we moved away forced our friends the Levines out of their house on Ohio Avenue. Everyone we knew had water. Several people we knew were ruined. That was tough. We had just left. Also, there was a fire downtown that was referred to as the Cash Electric fire because the business where it started was Cash Electric. It seemed to me at my little size to burn down half of our town.
Williams' mother was an actress at the Elmira Little Theater. She introduced Williams to WETM legend Carl Proper, who was also part of the theater and would play a big influence in his life.
And one local educator thinks the region's decision is a good one.
I wrote President Johnson from our dining room table in that house on Church Street, and I have the letter and his response. So I was one of those kids dialed into the Vietnam War, dialed into the Johnson presidency. And so when you're that kid, there's Walter Cronkite on a national basis. Locally, Carl Proper was the same as Walter Cronkite to me.
Williams' father was part of a wave of employees at Corning Glass who were fired, causing them to leave Elmira sooner than expected.
Just broke our hearts. It shattered our lives, really. We were forced to move to the New York area to find work.
Williams looks back at his time in Elmira.
Harris Hill on Saturday afternoons. Just going down to the river downtown.
He leaves us with this message.
Folks living in Elmira, New York have something very special beneath their feet.
All right, a little bit different looking of a studio than this one. But for more on this story, head to our website. That's mytwintiers.com.